right, good afternoon, my good friends. Roku, love it, mate. When Lambo? Well, whenever you're ready, mate. Whenever you're ready. The Lambos are there. You can go and buy one whenever you like. Or you could do what I did and buy a car and a boat and experience some wonderful fishing and freedom and all those wonderful things that boats and all that brings. All right. Yes, Jeff, I did see that, mate. Commonwealth Bank supporting crypto. It is big news. It's not, doesn't feel like big news. It flat out is big news. And I believe we'll see much more of this as the banking, behemoths start to understand that, you snooze, you lose. It's something that's going on and it ain't going to stop. So it's been a pretty interesting week, and there's lots of people dropping in. So hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's actually quite cool because this will be my last little bit of content other than the podcast, the TRADERCOBB Crypto podcast, by the way. Go and have a little listen on that. And for the week that I'll be away, there's going to be a whole bunch of what I call the Trader's Journey episodes. And these are little snippets that you'll need to understand and learn within your journey of being a trader. And I highly recommend it. Look, it was recorded a while ago because there is a certain point where you kind of ticked most of those important boxes, but it's definitely worth a listen. So go and have a listen to that throughout the next week or so. Okay, so our top 10. Let's cover that right now, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier in the week, I was looking more to the bearish side and a pullback to 53,000. Now, I cop some grief from time to time about, changing my opinion and my view. And to those that give me grief, I can understand it. Like, I get it. It takes 2 days to go from bearish to bullish, and you might be thinking, well, gee, this guy flips around like a bloody mullet on the beach. The reality of it is that as a trader, that's the job to do. You read what you're being presented, and if circumstances change, then so too does your opinion need to. And what changed was this: as we're coming off, we got a higher low or potential higher low. Yesterday, as I spoke of this in the podcast, breaking up through this high gives us a higher low and then a higher high. So I also talked about the 2-day candle here and, the how good that would be if it broke to the upside. So, yeah, whilst I was open to the downside, it's proven me wrong, and now I've flipped more to a bullish sentiment, and it might change again. If we drop down again, it will change again. That's the thing about being a trader, is you don't want to hang on to your objectives and your thought process. You want to be able to move with the market, make decisions with the market, and understand what it is you're doing, and how do you avoid, marrying yourself to a position where you have stop losses and you manage your risk. So right now, with the higher low and the higher high here on Bitcoin up 3.9% yesterday, it does look a lot stronger than what it did. Now, there is one trade that I'm stalking, and it's Bitcoin right now. Not just one, but this is one of the trades that I am stalking. Is this. We've got a higher low, we've got a higher high, we've pulled back into this cradle zone, and where are we sitting? We haven't really got there. There's a couple of little tests through here, a little bit of a region of resistance, not a spot the dog bingo type one, but a little bullish candle in here. I would like it to actually sell off a little bit more, to be honest, to snuggle its way down into these averages a little bit more. But that candle, as you can see there, it could close at 11 tonight. Not really the best time for a candle to close for me, to be fair. But I am watching Bitcoin very, very closely. If you go to the 8-hour as well, you'll note there is a higher low, there is a higher high. The moving averages are in the correct order. So that's why Bitcoin is definitely on the radar for me on the 4-hour time frame. It does definitely look more bullish. Onto Ethereum now. I spoke about this again yesterday on the podcast, and I think it was during the scan as well. I said if we were to break the high of, we'd pushed to a higher high, pulled back for a higher low potentially, and we had a bullish candle. Now, I didn't trade that bullish candle because it didn't have the cyclicity that I was really after. But what I can say is it broke the high. As I said, if it did break the high, I would feel confident about it. Not only did it break the high, it pushed to all-time highs, and it did it in spectacular fashion, up 6.35%. Ethereum at this point does look quite strong. It does look very bullish, and we have a little pullback here. It's not the cleanest. That's the problem. It's, 2-candle pullback. It's not really got that The 2 hour, it does. Ooh. For me to realistically consider a 2 hour cradle, I need to have the 4 hour trend in order. And I'm just not comfortable enough with this. Like, we've got one candle, that is our low. It's a single candle, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. Hey, Tara, Alexis, Caroline. It's lovely seeing a lot more women coming into this. I think that's fantastic. It's really good to see. I'm stoked. Women make better traders. Tend to let go of their emotional attachment to a loss, and they'll ask for help faster, in my experience. Don't forget, I've been doing this for a long time. It's not to be offensive to the gentlemen out there. There tend to be less women traders, but the ones that get involved tend to come up to speed quicker. So, look, Ethereum, I need to see a bit more, to be honest. I really, really do. But again, on the perspective of, you know, how the chart looks, it does look quite bullish right now, no doubt about it. Now, Ripple, or XRP, sorry, has pushed up through this $1.16 area. It's finally starting to do something. It's very messy on the daily. And the 4 hour ain't much better either. Look at this, chippy chopper, boof. You know what I mean? The cyclicity, I mean, look, gee whiz, what time was that? 9 a.m. That looked pretty bloody juicy, but mind you, the 2 hour, it was a 2 hour trend. It would have been a high risk trade though, and you know, my appetite for risk at the moment is not all that high, given that I'm going to be away for a week, and really trying to tune out for that week. You know, I want a bit of a break, a bit of a. I shall come back feeling stronger and better and push on for the rest of the year. I just need a bit of a break from technology and, you know, all the stuff that's been plaguing us and our mental health this year. I just want to disappear. There's not much really to speak of on XRP. Of course, the daily, it's not really, you know, we've not set a higher low. It's still a very messy chart, despite the fact that it has had a good push today. Been out since June. Looked at my Slack profile. Love your work. Thanks, Simon. Solana on a breakout. So we'll have a look in a moment. Going to miss your jokes for the next week, Bob. I'm sure all you need to do is Google crappy dad jokes, and I think you'll you'll fill your account with plenty of that. DOT, of course, it did kick off quite well a couple of days back. You know, we did see a very good push up on, what was that, Monday, I think it was. A little bit of a pullback, not the greatest cyclicity. If anything, it would be the 8 hour I'd be keen on. And it would be back somewhere around that 46.40, 46.50, back into that cradle zone. That's the sort of thing that I'd be looking for on DOT. So a bit more of a pullback there would be warranted for a trade. When I look at Doge, it's just, I mean, Doge does crap all, then it goes like that. It's just not tradable at the moment. Binance has pushed on. Again, the cyclicity is definitely lacking. I would have liked to have seen it extend itself further. It's quite a deep pullback there. If you look at the two, we're in the right area, but it doesn't look as strong as what I'd like it to really sink my teeth into. Oh, Cardano move. What do you know? But not a great deal. When you look at this daily, it is above $2 by a bee's winkle, 2 cents. It doesn't, you know, like I've said for a long time, perhaps under $2 Cardano buy would be a very good investment, or whatever it may be to you. But it's for me, I'm a trader, so I'm looking for opportunities where there's good trends and trading opportunities. It ain't there on Cardano. Solana, it's certainly got the higher low, higher high, higher low, pushed into a new higher high. Let's go lower and just have a little sticky beak. It's kind of raced off a little bit quick. Yeah, that's a thing. See how it's sort of, choo! I like it when it's really nice and bouncy, you know, back into those averages, bouncing along quite well. I'm not too keen on anything here on Solana at this point. Now, someone mentioned a breakout. There's nothing that really captures my attention there. AVAX up 4.5%. As you can see here on the daily, it's getting closer to where it needs to be, which is pushing up through this high. We've got a higher low here. So sure, there's a higher high on here, but I really want to see it clear up through this level. Notice there's a tap through here, a breakthrough there, another one there. So it's 72.94-ish, around there, 95. There's a bit of something there. I'd like to see it push through before I got too involved. That being said, if we've got good cyclicity down here, it's not bad. It's just run away quite a bit, you know. Yeah, there's nothing there that would really interest me. And finally, UNIPERP, which has been a bit of a wet rag for a long time. Look at it. It's not done much, and it still hasn't. One thing I will say for Uni is we do have a higher low and a higher high. I'm not looking for any trades in this zone at the moment. I'm very cautious, and as I said, I'm going away for 7 days, so I'm not that interested in it. Like, I'd happily take a swing trade, but I really would like to be flat, to be honest. If I see a great trade, I'll take it, but I prefer to be flat, so my brain can just switch off, you know. So across the top 10, I'd say my best opportunity, or the best opportunity for me at the moment, and the one that I'll be watching out for, is for Bitcoin to pull back in a little bit deeper. Little bullish candle in here, and that would be something quite nice. Across the board, though, we are definitely seeing a lot more bullish sentiment after Bitcoin had that higher low, pushed to a higher high. What it does from here is anyone's guess, but I can tell you this. Typically, when I go away, we get a good run. So I'm away for a week. So strap yourself in and get yourself ready to get trading, because it's likely to happen. All right, that is me. I have got other things to do before I pack my bags and get myself out of here. I am looking forward to taking this boat. I got the new car and I'm just driving, and I've got the swag in the back. I'm going to pull over where I want, and I'm going to find boat ramps and good weather and fish. Oh, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I love you guys. I hope you're well. Reach out if you're not. Speak to your friends. Support each other. Be nice. And our time is coming. Our time is coming. Take it easy, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. Don't forget to get across to the podcast. As I said, this week coming will be the Trader's Journey. Very valuable information there, only to be found on podcast. So take it easy. Have a good one. I'll speak to you when I'm back. You little ripper. You. Bye for now.